I was the new girl at a new school, and I was invited to a party, and I went, and that was the night I had my first drink. I can remember it like it was yesterday. It's like kind of seared in my brain, but somebody said, "Wow, you're really fun when you drink." And it was that moment that my life felt like it changed. I started to believe the lie that if I wanted to be the fun, outgoing girl that everyone liked, that I had to drink. I drank through high school, I drank through college, I drank through my young adult years. I drank when I was happy, I drank when I was sad, I drank when I was bored, I drank when I was celebrating. I just didn't know how to go through life without a glass of wine in my hands. And the sad thing is that I thought it was completely normal. I thought it was the way that people live their lives. I married a loving man. I had 2 wonderful, beautiful children, but I still continued to rely on alcohol to get me through life. I would lay in bed at night for hours and beat myself up. I promised myself I would never drink the next day. I would wake up the next day exhausted and tired and full of guilt and shame and regret. I would end up drinking that night again just to numb out the pain. I was miserable. I had no peace in my life, and I really didn't like myself. Somewhere in my late 30s, something started happening to my heart. Something started stirring in my soul. I started talking to God. I would get up early before the kids, before my husband, and I would just pray. I begged him to get me out of the hell that I had created, and I begged him to take the place that alcohol had filled for so long. I suddenly started wanting more out of life. I knew it wasn't supposed to be this way. I knew I wasn't supposed to be this way. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be better for my kids. I wanted to be better for my husband. I wanted to be better for myself. I knew I had one shot at this life, and I didn't want to walk through it numb. I didn't want my kids to graduate from high school and look back and have regret that I wish I had spent more time with them or that I had been more present with them. I wanted to be the best wife I could be for my husband. And I wanted to be the woman that God created me to be, and I knew that I couldn't do that drinking. The past 10 years have been hard, but I feel like nothing worth fighting for is ever easy. It's been a journey of drinking, not drinking, drinking, not drinking, and finally, 3.5 years ago, quitting for good. My life is completely different now. I'm amazed every day at what God is teaching me, what He's showing me about myself. God is just showing me a whole new life, and I feel so much peace. I feel so much strength. I feel so much joy. And some days I get up and I just feel like my heart is gonna completely burst from happiness. I never would have been able to quit drinking if I hadn't listened to God, if He hadn't taken my hand and led the way. And I'm just so thankful that I listened and that I followed Him.